All right, so you have been put in charge of dealing with the estate of someone who's passed away. It is not for the faint of heart. I hope that if this finds you well, I hope it finds you going through the process, and it's not as challenging as it can be. This is the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel. I am the host. We are live on our Facebook group. We're live on our YouTube channel, and we are here to hopefully help you along the way. I'm not a lawyer or attorney or a financial advisor. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm sharing my experience. This is one of my ways that I am able to connect with folks, and hopefully some of the content at least help steer them in the right direction. I like to say that I'm a life and transitions property expert. So anytime there's big challenges of transitioning life and property is involved and you need some solutions, then I try to provide as many solutions as possible and hopefully some fit for you or you at least have know what options are available. And a lot of my content on here comes directly from people that I have contact with, people that I'm speaking to, and people who are having challenges and issues and problems. And of course, I don't want people to have challenges, issues, and problems, but the way that we provide service is by at least trying to solve or give options and solutions to those challenges. And so this is one that comes up. And if you have any challenges or issues that come up and you want us to address it on the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, please feel free to reach out. We'll do our best to either share what we've already gone through or find the proper options or solutions that may be possible for you. What's up? My biggest fan out there, Happy Hump Day, Maurice. That's my mama, Mar Barker. She is, she, Mar Barker. That's her nickname there, but she is always supporting me here. So I am very grateful for you and for your support, Mother dear. So, we're talking about ways to reduce or address the debt in a probate in North Carolina. Property is going through probate. As a matter of fact, let's just jump right into it. 10 tips for reducing estate's debt in probate in North Carolina. Number one is understanding what the debt is and the probate process. If you've already gotten as far as an executor or an administrator, then you're aware what probate is. But if you are a practitioner trying to support people, or perhaps someone recently has passed away and you've heard about this thing called probate now, it's simply the act of settling the affairs of someone who's passed. If you pass away with something in your name or someone dies with debt in their name or property in their name, there has to be a legal way to to distribute and to address the debt and distribute the property to its rightful heirs, the rightful places. And that is the probate process. Now, there are definitely ways that you can, right now while you're living, set up legal instruments to help you avoid probate. And I highly recommend you do that. If you want to reach out to me, I have special relationships with very modern ways of setting up legal documents such as trust and wills and get you the discount that I have with that great resource, or connect you to some awesome estate planning attorneys that can sit down and speak to you and with your look at your specific needs and see what's up. Because probate is public. Probate it can be very expensive and probate can take a long time. And as some people say, it's like having a civil lawsuit against your family. And so being able to set up a proper estate plan gives you the permission to grow, to live, and to die and to control your legacy. And we all are going to pass away one day. Form comes in and out. It's one of the just natural things in life. So being able to set things up allows you and others to protect that generational wealth that we keep talking about and has been such a buzzword in the last several years. So definitely understand the probate process and do the things you need to do right now to actually avoid probate. But if you're in it, there are ways that you can still address and deal with it. Okay, so understand the debt, understand the probate process is one. Obviously, seek professional guidance. Again, connect with me, and I can send you. I'm connected to a nationwide group of trusted, vetted estate professionals, whatever state you're in, especially if you're in North Carolina and the Triangle area. I can definitely connect you with some awesome folks, depending on what your profile is. And not every attorney or legal professional guide is fits each person, but depending on your profile, I can definitely send you some suggestions. So reach out, and we can definitely uh, point you again. I keep saying it in the right direction. Review the actual assets that are available. These may be one of the ways that you're able to reduce some of the debt, right? So make sure you know what assets are available, determine their value. As part of the process is the inventory, you have to determine the value of at the time of death. But knowing the value at the time of when you're dealing with it may be possible as well, because one of the options down the road is liquefying the assets. Hopefully, you'll want to hold on to it if it's something that fits your profile or fits your pet family or fits your needs. But if you do decide that you're going to sell it, you need to understand the what the value is, so that one is part of the process, and two, you can uh, get that value. As also a part of the probate process, you're going to have to notify the creditors. All right, so all creditors are going to have the right, the opportunity. In North Carolina, they have technically 4 months, because you'll file the probate or the notice to creditors, and then I'll have to run in a verified publication for 4 consecutive weeks, the ad, and then creditors have 3 months after that. So make sure that you're taking a look at that, and that you do that so that everyone has the opportunity to state their claim. And then there are almost every other type of creditor, if they do not file something within those 4 months, won't have a claim. So if they file in the night, they contact you after that 4 months, then it should not have to be addressed. But there are certain type of debts, like state debt, Medicaid, and things of that nature, that may not fall under that branch. So again, that's why it's so important to have some professional advice and guidance supporting you specific to that estate. And this is the part many people don't necessarily do. You need to verify and negotiate. I've worked with so many folks who have a claim sent in, and then they go to actually attempt to pay it, and there people are saying we have no record of this, and so now they need to hopefully jump through hoops, or hopefully don't jump through hoops, but hopefully have them send over another letter saying, hey, this is completely paid off, because you don't want to poke the bear if they don't have a record of it. Hey, I need you to tell me on letterhead there's no record, so that you can keep more of the funds in the estate and be distributed to its rightful heirs. All right. And some people, closed mouths don't get fed. Some folks will actually write off the actual debt. There was a great case where a gentleman that I was working with, we bought his house. He thought that he had a $280,000 debt on there. They completely forgave it, wrote off his tax write off. And so he was able to keep the funds that he thought was going directly to that creditor to himself. So that was an awesome feel good story. So it doesn't hurt to ask. They may say no, and then the second person may say no, and the third person, but the next, the fourth person you talk to may say yes, or maybe the first person will either reduce it or forgive it altogether. So make sure that you're verifying and negotiating the debt. And also, don't start. I don't know if this is in. I don't know if I put this in here. Oh, it is the next one actually. Prioritize the debt. Don't start paying off as soon as they come in. There is a order of succession in each state of what has to be paid off at a time, especially if there isn't enough funds in the estate. You shouldn't have to come out of pocket to pay these off. Of course, that's unless you're thinking about keeping it for yourself. So, for instance, I'm working with someone who has a car that has a lien on it, and they're hoping to keep it for their nephew, and so they may need to come out of pocket to pay it because of the contract and all. But if they decide to just let it go, they would the lenders would just get take the car back. But I say all that to say is that there's sort of there's an order of who is prioritized, particularly if there's not enough funds in the estate. So don't think that you have to come out of pocket to make any of these payments. All right, number seven. Yes, you may decide to liquidate the assets. That's where professional home buyers like me come in, folks who can help with estate sales. The estate sales nowadays, it used to be you really rarely made any funds or money off estate sales because it is so localized. Um, it's almost like a yard sale, but there are great tools, great caring folks who can actually set up estate sales where more eyes can get on it, especially with the online world, the world of eBay and Amazon and all that stuff makes online purchases so much easier, and more eyes, the more buyers and the more opportunities to actually liquidate the assets, which you can in turn address the debt that's involved. All right. This is another one that definitely requires support from a professional. Is that if it exceeds the assets, you may file insolvency, and after these proceedings, you might have it either reduce debt or it could be discharged of if it can't be fully paid. So again, you definitely need guidance on that, but that's one option. All right. Another one that really goes just with all of them is to communicate with the creditors. Maintaining open communication can definitely help when you are asking for a reduction or a plan, or just it keeps a positive smooth positive relationship, which allows hopefully for a smooth facilitation of the debt. and it can be resolved. Hopefully, it will lead to them reducing it or removing it. But it's definitely important to remain in communication once you verify that they actually do owe. And then the next important thing is all behavior, all actions, all conversations. Just have a look, a little journal next to you, and can document everything. It can be an contemporaneous journal where you're writing down so that you can demonstrate transparency as the executor or personal representative of the estate, and it can definitely help. Hopefully, you won't get any legal issues at all, but it certainly helps when you do involve some litigation, and it helps when you're just trying to make sure you get your notes clear. Um, this process can be challenging, it can be emotional. And even without that, you still knowing, okay, this is what I said I was going to do, and this is what happened in this conversation, this is what happens next. Is so important. So making sure you document everything is just good things to do. If you need any support, I'm like the hub and the wheel right here. Yeah, I know I call myself the life and transitions property expert, but there's so many things outside of property and even outside the non-legal space that we can support and help you with. So definitely reach out, Courtney at estateproservice.com, or go to estateproservice.com. Check out our reviews. Very proud of them, and connect with us. Hey, also like the do you like it? Oh, you subscribe, I suppose. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow and get to our first 1K. I have a younger brother who is his ministry is working with church footage and sermons, and he puts out great content at the Brother Rollins YouTube channel. Brother Rollins from YouTube. This brother has 165,000, 67,000 subscribers that he serves, and he does an awesome job of that. So, as the big brother, I'm trying to catch up to my younger brother and really serve and help people as best I can. So, we're just trying to get to our humble 1,000. We're going to get to there thanks to you helping us with that. And I'm proud of Lewis. So check out Brother Rollins on YouTube to get that good old down home church uh, work and feel that many of us need and yearn for sometimes. This is the Life in Transitions Experts YouTube channel podcast. That's LITE. Courtney Rollins saying, "Let your light shine." Cheers. Peace, mama.